Bueno.
Hello.
Hello.
Gotta love technology, but we're here now.
We are here now.
We are.
Fucking finally.
Fuck Frisch's big boy.
No.
Okay.
Don't make it bad.
Don't steal.
Listen.
Don't
It's
make
okay,
it mad.
Precious.
Frisch's, okay, listen. If Frisch's is old, do you really think she's with the fucking...
She's beautiful.
She is old. And I didn't say she wasn't beautiful.
She's a guild.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to fucking roll that back and also leave the building.
Go ahead, there's an exit right there.
You know where the fucking door is.
Don't
You get
fuck-
locked out every time.
Don't fuck the laptop.
If you put your dick in my laptop, I'm gonna sue you for property damage.
You can probably also sue for emotional damage.
Yeah,
That's what I
I'm
was
gonna sue for
thinking.
that one too. Both of them.
I'm gonna clog your car's exhaust.
Okay, let's stop talking about having intercourse with Frisch's big
Good
boy.
luck, idiot. I don't have a car.
I'll clog your parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well,
things have already gotten out of hand here, I see. Yeah, we're still running our streams off of Frisch's big boy,
yes.
because I still don't have my computer
I
back.
want you to get
Anyway.
your computer back so I can delete OBS from Frisch's. It's taking up space.
Yeah.
Not that I download
Um,
anything regularly, it just makes me nervous.
So we have players new to this campaign.
Yes.
You were both on stream last week,
Daniel, put your
but,
fucking computer away. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah.
I have to keep it open.
He has
For what?
shit.
Cause I'm doing Oath of the Hero, and I don't
Yeah,
have.
Oath of Heroes.
I need like the spells and shit open because they didn't come with this.
Write it down.
I literally no.
Alright, coward.
It's
Yeah.
okay,
You're supposed to
we're
get
good.
rid of the hero.
Yeah, I'm a hero.
But,
Not
Alright, anyway.
yeah, so if you guys have questions about what's going on, please don't
Afraid to look
hesitate
you
to
in the
ask.
eyes.
We will
I'll ask.
try to answer questions. Goes for people in chat too. Ask questions if you have them. I try to keep an eye on the chat. But, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Last week was our Halloween session, and the week before that left people with plans to ask questions
We have a lot
of
of questions to
NPCs.
ask. Hello, Kara.
Yeah, what's-
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah, so,
Hey, can I ask you a personal fucking question?
it is a personal fucking question.
How about I ask you that personal question?
So, Yeah.
Okay, so what it all? Just like a brief summary of like at least like the recent shit that happened.
I'm about to go into that.
Okay.
So we
No
have
problem.
Aradia, Howler, and Zay, who have been on this little kind of side quest adventure, I guess. It wasn't anticipated that they would be in this military bunker, but there was a modern military bunker, and they were in it. And at the end of the session 2 weeks ago, they saw this vision of the lady that came in with them.
And Corbin.
Yeah.
Who's Gorman?
We
And,
found Corbin's card key.
yeah, Corman was one of the people who worked there, and he had a card key that let them into places the other card keys didn't.
Yes.
So you literally meant a modern military base?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
The building
Yeah.
ate Aradia.
Ha!
And by that, we mean she tried using the elevator.
And then she disappeared, and it's like they ate her.
Okay, fine.
But, yeah, so
It wasn't that bad.
they saw in the end of this dungeon a fight between a Rakshasa and much younger versions of some NPCs that they know from Centauri.
Okay.
We
Those
met
are
them.
the cat tiger demon things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
backwards hands.
Yeah.
Seth hates them.
Why?
Because he's a bit of a demon racist. I don't know if you can be
That's
racist.
like the coolest demon.
I don't know if you can be racist towards demons
But you
because
can, they're
technically
racist.
they all want to kill people, but that, I guess that just depends on what kind of
And
session.
you know, that's like, it's kind of a racist thing to say. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're running a session like Freezes or, like, demons and, like, really just, like, things in general are not bound by what the fucking DMG says their alignment should be, then, like, it doesn't make any sense.
It's DMM, not the DMG.
Shut the fuck up.
Point still stands. Wizards of the Coast made rules and I broke them.
Yeah.
I think those are mostly just recommendations, I think,
Yeah.
for alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like just our alignment in the Lost Realm.
I mean, for Lumiseth, I
Forgotten
guess his whole
realms.
shit is like he wants to kill demons because they typically try to kill people and are mean boys. Evil boy. Lumiseth
Big old
is
meanies.
Lumiseth is an idiot though. I love him. I don't think he has negative stats, but I just play him to be an idiot because I wanted to.
Alright, let's keep going.
Anyway,
So they're headed back to Centauri now to ask these 3 people about what it is that they saw. Because they came in with this lady who was looking for her party, and when they found her party, she was suddenly like part of this flashback memory thing. They could all see what was going on, but none of the old party could interact with them. And they just had to sit by as they watched this fight. And yeah. So that was interesting. Now they have a lot of questions about what it was that they witnessed. Also, what is that magic window thing with the keyboard in front of it?
I don't know.
Can you go up to Gira and be like, have you remembered my Lord and Savior Corman?
I want to know
I just-
everything
I
that you
feel
know
really
about
weak all of a
Coleman.
sudden.
Tell
I'm
me
really
your
shaky because it's
secrets.
cold in here.
I feel like weak shaky.
But
You guys are, like, cannot.
What exactly am I supposed to ask Ronan again? I forgot.
Well, here's the thing. We saw some weird spooky shit back in that weird building. You remember what happened in the weird building, yes?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what told me.
Yeah, okay, cool. So,
I think I'm going to look at my list of questions because I forgot.
go for it.
well, you just need to ask Maven about that because she was there and we want to know what was going on because that was really weird. And we need to know more about this thing because some shit happened and where did Silgri come from? Why was she physical and then not physical? And we just have a lot of questions that we would like to sort of figure out the answers to.
Also, see if she knows anything about Project Dark Flame and that silver key that we found.
Who has the key?
Who does have the key?
I don't have it in my backpack. so
I
it's
do not
actually-
believe I have
I
it.
don't remember who picked it up.
I feel
I would
like,
think it would have been one of the thieves.
yeah. I feel like it might have been me, but I don't have it written down. I have magic stone encircled on my thing. I don't know what that means either.
That was something that we got from the, when we fought the snakes in that big room, how we got all that stuff.
Yeah.
One of the things was the magic stone. You wanted that.
Oh yeah, you want that.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to figure out what that does. I will just have the key back.
Yeah, I think
feel
okay.
like because I remember having it, so.
That sounds right to me.
And it's not like we can't ask anyway.
It's
Yeah.
not like we can't just go back and watch our old streams now.
What's a
We're not allowed to watch them. Yeah. So, yeah, basically I break that down for you're the pens are in now.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Great. Alright, cool.
Okay.
Good fun.
So you're figuring this out at this, the tavern and in the town that's like next closest to Centauri. You'll get there the next day, show back up, but you've been on the road for a while and kind of decided stop in the town for the night. And
Meanwhile, I'm staying as far away from Penzar as I can because I know that shit.
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
fool
like
is
the
in the room
personality
somewhere
I have.
making a scene of being very drunk.
That's a
Yay!
fun
Can
time.
orbs even get drunk?
It's
You roll forward on your cards.
Yes.
This is 17.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But if you want to say that you're drunk, you can say that you're drunk. Con saves are mostly for when you want to say that you're not drunk and the DM says, but you've had too much.
That shit's strong.
Dang, that shit
Sweet.
fucked you up.
So you have this like
Drinking the
pile
alcohol.
of
Getting
mugs
wild.
next to you that are emptied of just
Oh, as well.
alcohol, and you've been drinking and somehow you're not drunk yet.
It's like that one scene in Lord of the Rings. Starting to feel a tinkle.
Oh yeah, I'm the one that was. He's like, I'm starting to feel something.
Elves can't hold it. Look at it.
Yeah, that scene is so good.
All I know is, it comes in pints! I'm getting one.
I think Legolas is one of the reasons I realized I like boys.
That, yeah, I can see that.
Hold
Better give me.
You just said Legolas.
Power is going to go and get us rooms for tonight.
Okay.
Just because, like, I feel like I definitely have the most money, and the faster I can get away from Panzarn, the better. Especially because we just walked into a bar, and I know he's not gonna go and fucking get rooms yet.
I did not bother to mind.
Okay.
But yeah.
Alright,
Wait,
so,
actually, I'm curious now.
Well,
yes.
Who has the more money between us?
I have
All you impoverished fools
$4,309.
bow before my
That's a lot.
525 gold.
And then I also have several
I don't know how
thousand
much
silver
I have.
and a little bit of copper and 30 platinum. I have a lot of money. I have,
I often don't worry
that
too
is a
much
lot.
about
Yeah.
money and
No,
treasure
that's
in
why I don't
this
know how much I
campaign.
have.
Yeah, because
Anyway,
for the
so,
most part I try to run
I
it
don't
like a
feel
fairy
much
tale
sure
kind of like folklore story where generally if you need that thing just for the comfort of living, you'll probably have it unless it's a plot point to not.
Share a space with him. Yeah. Alright, cool. So I go up to
Did
the
you just get my
barkeep
ring fucking stuck on your finger?
and,
I have
so like,
extremely
what
big
kind of
bones,
rooms
joints,
do you
you're right.
have here? I'm looking for like a two-person, like with separate beds room, and I don't really give a shit about the other one. As long as it has at least one person, and I think that is sort of something that rooms normally have.
I mean, yeah, we have some rooms with 2 single beds and rooms with 1 larger bed. They're all 5 gold a night.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, all right. I'll take a 1 double and 1 single.
Cool.
All right,
Will
cool.
be 10 gold. Can I get you anything to eat or drink?
Do you have any apples?
I might. Let me check.
I'll pitch in 5 gold since I also.
He goes and around to like the back of the counter and pulls out the keys to the room and checks under the counter a bit, digs around, pulls out the sack of apples. He's like, I thought I bought these the other day.
Yeah. What? How much for them? Or do I just get them for free?
2 copper.
All right, that's fair. All right, how are yours the copper?
I'm gonna negotiate the price.
Oh my god.
So I take
3. Take it or leave it.
I spare Aradia the pain, and I take the single room key and I give it to Panzarn, and I'm like, if you don't talk to me for the rest of the night, this has this got like a big bed. I don't know if you'll use this. Well, I mean, you probably will, but just don't look or speak to me until tomorrow.
Sounds like a fair trade to me.
All right, take it. And I just sort of throw it at him, and then Ron just go.
The real question is, can I?
Dexterity.
How much have you had to drink?
We just got here.
And also aren't an alcoholic. Just immediately guns for the fucking tab.
I can't wait till you
Fucking-
get pine.
When my little sister found out I got a spinal.
13 to catch it.
Oh wait.
I mean, you can catch
Yeah.
it. It's not like pretty or anything, but it lands in your hand. You have a key to unlock the door.
Does it feel shaky?
Maybe you shouldn't have had that monster.
Oh, my hands.
Yeah, I know. Maybe you shouldn't have had that monster.
Can't use another one.
Maybe I shouldn't have had that monster. Yeah,
I want milk very bad right now.
go buy some.
You always
Closed.
want milk.
It's
Oh, fuck.
What?
Cup?
It's 10:19.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I just waterfall
Shame on outtakes. Anyway, yeah. So,
Camera's a bit
People like pour out
offset.
that water.
Your face
I
has
was
just
drinking
been
water.
kind of going into the blood.
that's not surprising. This thing's kind of bullshit and
Yeah.
everything got shifted around when I was trying to fix the computer.
I mean, it looks good now, so
Okay.
don't worry about it. Cool. What is everyone else fucking doing at this bar? Howler is going into the corner and he's going to eat his apples and drink some water.
Good for Howler.
Hydrate or fucking die.
Hydrate
I
or
feel that.
dehydrate.
Yeah. Hydrate or die.
Diet is always optimal.
Dehydrate is the fucking optimal.
I don't think this counts as hydration.
Anyway.
Neither do I.
Why does it smell like drool inside the cup?
What?
Does it?
Yeah, kinda.
I got the mango dragon fruit thing. That
No.
might be
It doesn't. It does not smell like
You should
drool.
look like your breath.
I don't drool! I'm not a fucking fuckboy.
You have an interesting combination of you can have the rest.
So what is Castus doing as they're getting some attention from the other patrons of the bar for the large pile of alcohol they are consuming?
She's going to leave them in a poison.
I just got annoyed seeing you like pour it slowly, so I was like, just do it.
It's not a seashell. It's not a sailor.
I'm gonna drink, drinking
it's
this
like
straw.
Start a bar song. We'll see.
Excellent.
This is against my palate.
The in-house bard starts to catch on and is like, yeah, that! And starts playing along with you.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's very lively in here.
Okay. You could have left the ice in. It's your own fault.
Who drinks milk with ice?
Stop complaining that it's warm. It's not that warm.
Pretty fucking warm.
Then you could
Thank
not
you,
drink
though.
it.
I appreciate it.
So, I can start to think about that. And Zarin is going to turn to Aradia, so I don't believe we've been well acquainted. How about we go somewhere a bit quieter? It's a bit too loud out here.
I'm going to bed.
Yes, that was what I was
I've already walked away at this point.
That's so cringy. Oh my god.
Yep. That's it. Why did I make this?
I don't know.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Well, briefly.
Hmm.
Hope that milk wards them off. The lactose intolerance.
What the fuck is that? They just went out, they went to the fucking stairs. Who is that?
Oh,
I did not like that noise. I did expect it to still be in here.
Also, yeah, I think I've ruined the milk. Drinking milk out of a straw. This is pagan.
that is
So we don't know
strange
what the fuck
visitor
that was.
incident number 2 in this room.
Oh yeah!
This room is...
No, when we were watching True
Yes, I
Blood.
remember. I
Also, when are we
mentioned
gonna do that again?
What happened?
Maybe after we're done playing.
We
The 3 of us were hanging out in here watching a TV series or web
Yeah.
series, and you know the lights were all off. We had the volume up loud enough that we couldn't really hear what was going on, and somebody came into the hall behind you, just like murmuring, and the only words
I
that
think
we
they were
were
on the phone.
Okay, I think that they were on the phone, but the only words that were like distinguishable was "I know," and like they're hitting the wall like just like
I'm
emphatically
trying to
going,
open the door.
And then they said, I know he's like, I heard I know he's, and then
and it was scary.
yeah.
It was really scary. It was like 3 in the
It was
morning.
3 in the morning.
That's weird as hell.
So, yeah, that was creepy, and the thing that happened. Anyway,
Anyway.
you're making a cringy attempt to hit on Aradia. Aradia says she's going to bed.
Yes.
I'm just not happy. I've been to enough social parties that I'm just like, whatever. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I thought you were even turned
Do you
in.
go to bed alone?
I follow Howler up.
Howler's not going to bed. Howler's chilling in the corner eating apples.
Oh, I thought you wanted to.
Just doing the sloth squat, dipping your apples in peanut butter.
Yeah. You want peanut? Do you want appy slices? Yeah.
So you got peanut M&Ms.
I also want peanut butter Clint. Yeah, that's what Howler's doing.
Just slamming on the table, demanding peanut butter.
Give me peanut butter for my appy slices.
He's doing peanut butter pretzel M&Ms.
Is this the room yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I can't hit on you quite yet.
Oh God.
I'm now deciding that balance is about chastity.
He is for the chastity belt.
Yeah, but it's Valis's chastity belt.
Wow. Well, Howler will never use this key.
I'll kill you.
It's not what the key's for, but okay, whatever.
It's a skeleton key and it opens chest. And
I like
it's
it.
also the one thing you
You
want
quite
to-
possibly make more sexual advances towards me than anyone I have ever known.
But in character. I don't. But I do want your cock.
Do you guys, are you guys gonna bite each other's nipples in character?
No,
I will suckle sweet, sweet milk.
I didn't like
Brand's chest.
I didn't like it when he did it without warning the first time. I don't want it to happen even with warning again.
Where is this conversation going?
He bit my nipple. That's where it's going. That's where it's ending.
So anyway, what kind of table talk do you
Yeah,
guys have?
pretty
in your
sure.
sessions?
Through the shirt, it doesn't count.
Dan is very close to breaking here.
Yeah, I think we already.
Valis is into CBT.
Rest in peace, man.
Okay. Stop.
It's part of his religion.
So, music's pretty good. Aradia just shut you down. Have you caught on to that yet?
Roll. Make a perception check.
Insight, actually.
Oh, insight, yeah.
Can I make a stunt?
Could be deception.
No.
Are you hanging out with me in the corner, or are you actually going to bed?
It's simply a matter of time.
I'll hang out with you because
Hang out with Howler in the corner.
One of the other people in the room looks at you and says like,
Yeah.
that's not how this works, bro.
People change their minds all the time.
it's like that Gillette.
And that was until, yes, later,
But there's
dude.
Sky a chance.
But a yes later, I hear yes.
Shame. No, you just go back to drinking.
Yeah, I've decided I've joined Howler in the corner.
Okay.
Howler is, I don't think Howler has ever had the opportunity to eat peanut butter with his appy slices. So I think this is new territory for him.
This is a transcendent experience.
Yeah.
How much
How did you know to order it then?
Well, it was
You have to
suggested to me.
Did you ever get
The bar,
experimental with what you eat?
the bar dude was like, do you want peanut butter with your appy slices? And Howler's like,
What the fuck is a peanut?
what's peanut butter? And now
What's
Howler,
the
their
word?
whole world is just
Why don't I
getting
just call it
fucking
sticky
shit.
nut juice?
I imagine it's kind of entertaining to watch how they're kind of snapping their beak, trying to munch on the peanut butter.
It tastes good though.
Yeah.
What do crows have tongues? I'll have to Google
You're,
that.
Yes.
you're an uncursed Kenku, right?
Yeah, I guess Blaine did that.
Yes.
Thank you, Blaine.
Yes.
Howler has
Something
wings.
like
Howler
that.
has wings!
You can fly,
He can.
as can I.
Alright, well I can fly all the time instead of just for 10 minutes. Every day.
Well, I can fly for like a minute.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, fun.
Why only some minutes?
Oh, I think it's actually just
For me.
because
Well,
you
why
can
don't-
only summon wings for a minute because he's a little bitch and he's not powerful at all.
Yeah, but I can fly.
Yeah, but I can fly too, idiot. I
Yeah,
can
but
fly
your wings
forever.
are stupid and corporeal.
Is this worth arguing about?
No.
No. We can argue about this in
Okay.
character later.
Yeah.
Bitch ass corporeal
Don't
wings.
fucking talk.
So is there anything else that you want to be like doing while you're hanging out here in the tavern?
Trying to figure out if they sell peanut butter in Centauri.
I'm just kind of listening to conversations going around, seeing information gathering.
Gaining hearsay.
And remember, you guys haven't actually really interacted with Castus yet,
Yeah.
so
Just,
I think you would probably be the one.
yeah, what do you think?
I'm so sorry.
Well, is going around to everyone who is not entirely smashed. Well, everyone who is not drunk. Because consent needs to be so he may be kind of a dick hitting on everything that moves, but
He believes in consent.
yes,
That's good at least.
he's very much a believer in
Good job for not hitting on drunk.
yeah. I'm not a hack. I'm not a terrible
Who are you talking
person.
to?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get into character.
Random
I don't
patron
get
number
into
3.
character.
Because I think we'll be meeting Daniel's character in Centauri, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back from the quest for the Ring of Peeless Destruction. Oh, wait, you want me to sign
No,
up
but
there?
I do know about the Ring of Peeless.
Yeah, so you decided the quest I was on for the
That was the
Adventurers
one
Guild was a
we
quest to get
quoted, quest.
a mysterious ring with unknown power. We haven't translated the name yet, though.
It's got this inscription on the inside and no one can read it.
Sure, it says Peeless Destruction. I mean, that's what the translation says.
What?
I'm not really sure.
Dwarvish, I think, right?
Norse.
No, yeah.
Ring of
but like-
Peeless
There has,
Destruction.
Norse runes have historically been used as Dwarvish text, so I thought to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Your character name?
are you actually like, do you actually write runes like that?
Justice.
That's cool.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't know if you pulled something up. That's cool.
Yeah, no.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I know how to read them both in the literal sense of like reading them and in the sense of divination.
Male, female, other
Female.
That's awesome.
female. Okay. I don't know why I forgot. Because I like the brains.
Yeah, the dwarf, the person who like forged and carved this, they just made a mistake. Like, oh shit, fuck, I made a mistake.
I'm
Go back.
Alright, so I suppose
That's why I was so deep in the
turned
cave.
down
They
by
were
a
using
couple
to hide
people.
their shit.
Hence how I'm willing to
Eventually,
cast
one
this.
ring tool.
The ability to make you stop, make you don't have
This is very awkward for me as well.
Howler is watching from the corner. Howler's been watching this entire time, like, yes, get fucked. Weird fucking.
Well, that is his goal.
No, I mean, okay.
Poor choice of words.
You win this round.
Panzarin
fucker.
isn't wearing
You
it, but the
win
two
this
people that he
round, crabs.
came in with were both
Like
wearing
this.
the mark of the Adventurers Guild. So you can infer that he's also with the Adventurers Guild, but yeah.
Okay.
Does the adventure Guild have like an insignia and like
Presumably-
something?
Yeah, they have
Fine.
a compass symbol that I haven't ever drawn up yet, but
I don't know, that doesn't really mean much since my character's not like looking to join the Adventurers Guild.
yeah.
For now, she's looking to start a bar fight, and Zarin just volunteered himself.
Hey!
boy.
Howler won a bar fight once with a Goliath.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I know. Howler's like 4'11".
In your bitch ass Kennedy.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Fucking dumb boy.
So how are you on this front?
Babby.
A little bit dry, I'll be honest.
Well, then I suppose I shall leave you be. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. I thought his name was Garrett for weeks.
You kind of look like a Garrett.
Garrett.
Do we need to bring the name tags back?
I have no idea what your first name is. Like, not gonna
Yeah,
lie, I
that's
have no
fine.
idea.
That's cool. I don't use my first name.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just breathe.
I don't know that you've ever even actually heard my first name.
I think someone's mentioned it one time, and I just didn't process or register it at
Yeah.
all.
Oh, you probably heard it at the fencing tournament.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think it was like your dad, and then I was like,
Yeah.
that's weird, and then I like didn't remember it
Yeah.
because I was just fencing,
That's
and then I
cool.
was like,
I don't know what it was, but it
I
was
wasn't sure if
wrong.
Carter
It
was
was
Carter or
wrong.
Connor for a while. Yeah, I'm just.
also yeah, I'm just gonna use one of my For Honor outfits for what my character wears. 'Cause I really like how it looks. I need to reinstall the game. Alright, so what's happening? Bar fight?
Maybe.
Do you think that was Seth that came down here?
What?
Do you think that was Seth that came down here and like
Maybe.
did weird shit? And
Might have
Wouldn't
been.
they like actually gone inside though?
No.
No.
'Cause I don't know them that well. My hands are too shaky.
So what else is going on here?
I thought we were doing a bar fight.
You want to do a bar fight?
I'm not doing a bar fight. I'm in the corner watching these idiots.
Me too. Like, we're just.
These
I mean, I
idiots.
didn't want to do like a
This
roll
idiot
for
singular.
initiative
This
bar
idiot
fight.
singular.
I can help
Are you
incite a
doing a
bar
bar
fight
fight
if
for
that's
love?
what we want to do.
Not at
No.
that's what
Oh.
it isn't to do. I just want
I thought you were
to
gonna
go to
win
see
the
if we get
affection
on
of
to
someone.
like the adventure.
It's like that one
So the adventure tonight is mostly going to be like get back to Centauri, find the people to ask questions to.
I
But
don't know how to
if you ask the right questions of the party, you might find out that they know of the resources you might be looking for to find your lost clan.
That's a good idea. I'll go head over to the.
No.
Yes,
I don't know.
because you would know that the guild would have resources and might be useful to you.
So are you skipping out and talking to him?
Panzarin left.
Oh, okay.
After she said she was drunk, he
Oh,
said,
Make
okay,
an
guess I'll
exception
leave
check
you.
for that.
Just so.
I'm going to say no simply because you have this pile
Yeah.
of empty mugs next to you. It's pretty clear you have been drinking.
And even if like you were lying, that's clearly like a no.
Yeah.
So, you're going to go over to the...
Howard just like,
Listen, if you have complaints about my friend, you're going to have to like go to someone else. That he's not my responsibility. Like, I don't.
We have the same complaints.
Yeah, you two are babysitting him though.
Technically, we're supposed to be babysitting him, but like, I don't give a shit. He's only my responsibility in the battlefield. I'm not responsible for the dumb bullshit that he gets into in bars.
Why are we responsible for babysitting?
You aren't, I am. I was supposed to watch him and see around his skills, and we got sidetracked by that weird shit. Anyway, hello. I am sorry about him in advance. I suppose you're going to complain about that, which is entirely reasonable.
I'll just like go through the pleasantries and like mention that I'm trying to like get in with a like adventure. No, not an adventure group. Like my character's searching for her lost dwarven guild or whatever, and she wants to like team up with a group of travelers. And since you're from the adventuring guild, you must do a lot of traveling.
Yeah, we do a lot of traveling. It sucks a little bit when you have to travel with people who don't also have wings, but I mean, it do work. Unfortunately, not a lot of people have wings, but yeah. If you've got skills you can lend to the Adventurers Guild, I'm sure they'd allow you some resources or just sort of help you along your way with that quest there. I mean, we can take you back to the adventuring capital of the world or whatever.
In either case, we're going back to Centauri anyway. You're welcome to travel with us.
At this point, Panzarin realizing,
Yes.
very dejectedly realizing he's not getting any tonight, he's going to go up to his room.
Yeah.
I thought you were like trying to read
You
my
see him just kind
handwriting.
of
I'm like, it's not
look
gonna
around
happen.
one last time and hang his head as he climbs the
I
stairs.
can barely read it. There's no way to read it from the side.
Yeah, I could not read rogue.
Too many people drank too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think any of us got totally smashed, so we'll probably leave relatively early tomorrow morning if you want to catch us then. If you want me to maybe wake you up, I don't do room service, but I can knock on your door a lot.
Our dwarves get up early.
Frankly, I don't really care if he is smashed.
Sounds cool.
We'll just drag you.
In that case,
We'll just drag him with us.
yes. Well, I guess we'll just travel about tomorrow.
At this
Oh,
point, would my
you will
character
travel
have a
without
horse?
Panzarin tomorrow morning.
Would that be something you need to purchase?
Howard is very pleased about that.
Under what
supposed to be watching it?
circumstances did
Wait.
you leave home?
I mean, we're going to, you don't have to look him
Fling
up.
a dragon with the rest of my
But like,
clan.
it's not Panzarin,
See,
so we won't be
then
getting food.
Probably not unless you think you would have picked up a horse like that was a priority along the way.
I'll just save up the gold to buy one.
Okay. So, anything else that you want to do tonight? Cool.
Howard finishes.
Does this
his
count
peanut
as a
butter and
long
apple
rest
slice.
for you?
Well, yeah, we're going to stay the night, so yeah, of course it's going to count as a long rest. Why would it not?
What are the what is it called?
I didn't pass out drunk or anything.
No, what are the
I don't even know where you're going with this
I
statement.
don't think I noticed it.
I thought every time you took a long rest, you had to roll for
I already did.
personality. Oh, okay.
Anyway, so we do that.
Time skip to morning.
That's
Dunk on
why I
that
can tell you
shit.
that it's not Panzara, because the way I have it set up, there is a personality for the same persona to carry over from day to day. Rest, rather.
You roll ahead of time.
Well, I just rolled because I was like, Panzar's not getting any, he's just gonna go to bed.
Fucking surreal. Just have to put Panzer and you wake up and a fucking like the construct thing is right next to you. Like, hey babe.
You sleep with Panzar and you wake up with a lizard woman next to you. Who doesn't know what the
Wow, that night was wilder than you thought.
Imagine if it was.
Hey babe.
I would jump out the
Okay, that's one
window
of
immediately.
Panzar's oversights.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So that just registered.
We'll get around to dealing with that eventually,
Yes.
but right now is not the time.
Yes, no, it's not the time.
So, who's coming out of the bedroom in the morning?
Same person who walked into that bunker in the first place.
Ah,
Saris.
Try almost not really a rogue lady.
Yes. She thinks she's a rogue.
She's not. Alright, cool.
The OG Saris was a rogue, but not the persona, because that would require me to make a different character sheet for every fucking persona.
Kind of buster.
What does
Yeah.
Saris look like?
She is a average height, like average build tiefling woman. Oh, she's a bit slender actually. She's got her whip at her side. You know,
Scales, right?
no.
No.
You know when she's about to pull some shit, because she gets that glint in her eyes, like
I don't
when,
think I have.
you know when I'm about to do some dumb shit. She gets the same look in her eyes.
They all look really different. It depends on
Except
what
it's not
their
always
ancestor
not
is.
always necessarily
So they have, like,
stupid
a
with
huge
her.
variety.
so you all kind of gather in the like tavern common room in the morning, and they have some oatmeal boiling over the fire, and it smells very nice when you come in.
I don't know what
It's just straight up oatmeal.
it's not an apple.
They have some brown sugar, and there are some apples sitting off to the side that they're like preparing to heat up and maybe add, but
Happy slices.
there's a girl behind the counter now, not the same man who was working the night before, and she's like, I heard you liked apples. Here, have one.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna pinch some peanut butter for her. Because I can.
Okay.
God be praised.
Why do we have to be up so
He's
early?
roaring on me. I'm just gonna pat your head.
We have to leave for Centauri because we have questions to ask.
Conditions.
We have business in Centauri as a large city.
Is joking insane.
Oh. You couldn't remember conditions?
No, I kept thinking qualification was.
I feel that I do that all the time. Some kind of a brain work.
Also, Castus is coming with us because she needs the contacts in the Adventurers Guild and stuff. So we have a friend traveling today.
Alright. Can we just get going?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
What?
When you said Panzara's wasn't gonna join us in the morning, I thought you meant you were staying back at the end.
No, I meant
Like-
it's a different personality.
Okay. I was like, I thought you meant like you had somebody had said yes, and you were just gonna like have a lion in the morning, and we were just gonna leave you there. That's why.
No.
That's why I asked. Okay.
Okay. So you get on the road, and it's a nice day. The sun is shining. Doesn't help with the weird questions you've got running around in your minds, but yeah, you just reach the city without event. People don't pay you any mind as usual when you re-enter the city gates.
Can I pick fucking people as we walk?
Yeah. How many people are you trying to pick pockets of?
I don't know how many people are passing by.
It's literally hundreds. This is the busiest city in the world.
Clever looks like an easy target.
Okay. There are a few, like, farmhands walking beside the carriages. You only try to pick a few of their pockets because most of them look like they don't have 2 cents to rub together. They're farmhands. Any wealth they have is material and probably at home.
I don't go for the dirt poor people because that makes me feel really bad.
There are a couple people who are like traveling merchants coming in and out, and they're usually pretty good pickings for you. Sometimes you'll go for a guard or two. Depends on how much attention they seem to be paying to the world around them. I can string a coherent sentence together.
Don't worry.
None of us can.
Is it?
10:46.
Yeah.
It's actually 10:45.
Well, I was looking at the fucking laptop screen.
Oh,
The
it's
laptop says
10:46.
10:46.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
You get a shiny-
picking pockets.
You know what Athens is?
Give me 3 rolls and
The where? Look at that.
I'd
Not
redo
playing
that.
fucking video games.
I'm not, I was actually.
it landed flat.
Okay. Well, I mean, 11 plus 11 is
22.
so.
Yeah. You find 3 gold in the first pocket you reach into.
27. 28.
Okay. You now have a few cents here and there from everybody, coming to a total of 7 gold and 3 copper.
Cool.
It's a fair amount for the sliding your hands into people's pockets as you walk by. You make it back to the guild hall, and unfortunately he wasn't on the road this morning because he got in late last night. So you enter the guild hall. It's a little bit emptier than usual. That's not really surprising. You are approaching the end of the month here, and one of the traditions of this world is that there's a festival of masks, which is kind of a cross between our Halloween and New Year's, and it's when the veils between life and death like get thinner and the actual horrors happen. It's not terrible most of the time, but like the superstitions happen. It has been a full calendar year.
Since Howard did that stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
Ruined the plot.
Didn't ruin the plot.
What?
And since the first
Howard did some
appearance of
bullshit,
the fire
stole some
demon.
really powerful magic item. It was supposed to have been
Oh, the
displayed on
Howard
the
thing?
Halloween night. It's like a cube or
Oh, never mind.
It was
a
a
big
gem.
shiny crystal.
There was also a cube, and Doran has it.
That was also the first appearance
But-
of Damkos as the fire demon.
Oh yeah, that was the day before. That was back last October when I was killing myself slowly by running 2 sessions a weekend.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
It was a lot of fun, but I also wanted to die.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah. But we had some very good, memorable sessions. Anyway, yeah, so it's not surprising to find the guild hall empty at this time of year because people are called out on quests to go clean up some of that bullshit that comes up around the festival time. And some people just like to go home or whatever. But you do find a new face that none of you have been around long enough to know. Valis has been gone for nearly 2 years on a quest for a magic item. You've been a little bit of everywhere. And you've picked up quite a lot of skill along the way, hence why you're level 8 upon returning.
Yeah. 8. I said 8, and I was like 8.
You're accustomed to seeing some new faces, new people join all the time, and old members who have been out on extended quests come back pretty regularly. But today he's the only fresh face in here that you don't know.
Cool.
I won't get it all.
Okay, so now that we're back,
Yeah.
we all have our individual assignments for question asking, and Maven Roan should be in the building somewhere probably. Actually, you should probably go with Zaris, because downstairs is also looking for Maven. Pretty sure you talked to Maven to get in. I would know because I had to get in at some point. But yeah, that would be good for you. I'm going to go and find my friend Kira, and you are going to go talk to Prince Wanda.
I might join you with
I
Girana.
would prefer if you didn't.
No, like I might come back and join you with Girana. He owes me
Still,
money.
okay. Well, can you wait till I'm done?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna call intermission for a moment. I need to go use the restroom.
Alright, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
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 So you've all walked into the guild hall. It's pretty sparsely populated. I'm doing well with the words this evening.
Yeah.
It's late. It's fine.
It's fine. And, yeah, so you've just seen the new face to you all of Valis, who's been on a 2-year quest. And he's just overheard you guys talking about looking for Maven Roan.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna like approach you guys and be like, hey, she's in the library right now. I'm going over there to go talk to her. If you guys wanna come with me.
Well, I don't, but these two.
Alright. Sure. Let's go.
okay.
Alright.
Oh, I thought we already split up.
You were discussing splitting up,
Oh, okay.
and that's where we took our break. So you are still standing in the guild hall, and we're about to leave. So you two set off into the city. You three go upstairs to the library. You find Maven Roan and the librarian Aiden kind of hanging out and chatting as they are prone to do. Yeah. How's this conversation going to start? Or these conversations?
There's more of them. I'll let them talk to, is Maven a girl?
Yes.
I'll let them talk to her first.
And people generally call her Roan.
Okay.
Her friends call her Maven. She doesn't have very many of those.
Yes. Alright, so Roan. Alright. Yeah.
Well, I think what I have to talk about will take a significantly longer time, so you go ahead.
I think somebody who's actually associated with the guild should do the introductions.
Wait. I know Valis. I am not sure I'm familiar with either of you.
Fuck yeah.
Wait,
Did
we discussed
she
this last
give-
time. We sent him with a note.
Did you give Panzarin, did she give Panzarin the compass?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You have not been
Shit.
around long enough.
Okay.
You have a note from your party members
Well,
explaining things a bit.
you sent me out with Howler just a couple weeks ago. We just got back into town.
Fascinating. I sent a new kid named Panzarin out with Howler.
Yes, you did send him, and I returned.
Understood. That is fascinating. Anyway, how'd that go?
We have some questions, but these two have things that should take relatively short time to discuss with you.
You can go first if you want.
Don't throw the dice.
I won't. These are my pretty dice. I wouldn't do that.
I'll eat them.
Don't.
Come home with a kid. That's vaguely threatening.
I rescind that statement. I'll kill you.
I was wondering if you knew anything
That
about
also-
the
yeah.
Tavern Raider bloodline.
Tavern bloodline.
I've been wandering for quite many years, searching for my lost brethren after the dragon attacked our homeland. I came to this far land hoping to seek answers, and this seems to be the place where the most far-traveling souls gather.
You're right about that. Traveled quite a long way south, even if you took a direct route. The name does sound familiar. If we know anything, we probably have records. And she kind of looks over to Aiden, who just... I'll start looking. He just, like, gets up and leaves, and he's like...
Just hear him yell for Elliot as he walks away.
Yeah, just like in the distance. Elliot! Got research to do!
Well,
So...
thank you kindly for your services. If there's anything I could do in return.
Yeah, of course, we have our guild here and you'd be welcome to join it. You'd have very easy access to all our resources and potentially allies to help in your travels if you so choose, but otherwise we're just an open tavern and inn like most others.
I can smoke weapons if that's.
That could be useful. Perhaps we should talk a little more in depth about this later. Valis, how did your quest go?
Well, we got the ring.
You did.
Eventually. But not all of us made it back. In fact, only I did.
Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's
I've had a while to think about it, so
it's a tough thing to deal with.
yeah, but I have it now. What do we do with it?
Figure out what it does.
Who do I talk to get all that?
Aiden!
Does anyone in the party know Dwarvish?
Oh yeah. Is it like an older form of Dwarvish, or is it like?
It's probably archaic Dwarvish. I'm looking to see if no, Vern just knows. I don't have. Oh, I was not expecting even that stat. Fascinating.
Hi, Sold. What are you doing here?
What are you doing in Solipsis?
Being a dumbass,
What
probably.
are you doing in the character sheet pile?
It's not really surprising that the character sheet's in the character sheet pile, but
I said Peppa, but okay.
yeah.
You saw Peppa Joker.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Anyway,
Okay, no.
Roan kind of calls for Ada and he's like, "What?" And she's like, "Valis has the ring. Probably need to do some, like, I don't know, tests on it or whatever it is you do with magic items." And he's like, "Get Deucalion." And that is exactly what you're wondering, Chris. You don't remember anybody named Deucalion working here.
I haven't gone for 3 years. They're not 2
Only
years.
2.
Yes, that's fair.
Will be found in the portal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how many quests have you guys gone in 2 years? Were you guys even part of the guild 2 years ago?
No, they weren't. They've been part of the guild for a little over a year now. Because the in-game time lines up roughly with
reality
time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a yikes.
You see a kind of a hunched old man who's like the stereotype of old wizard kind of come out from behind some of the shelves and he's like, "Did somebody need me?" And
I thought you were gonna pull out one of those like ear horns.
it's like, "Huh, new faces around here. Did somebody need me, or am I just like wandering around here for no reason?"
Oh no, yeah, here. Ring.
Oh, you need me to find out what it does?
Yeah, and what it says and just anything about it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Very important to me.
It's like, it's a fascinating little bugger. This will take me a couple days. And he kind of turns around and just disappears back into the shelves.
Goddamn little gremlin.
He is a fucking
Dallas
gremlin.
thinks to himself, fucking nerd.
He is.
These fucking D&D first edition nerds.
Goddamn, fuck, which probably wish a guy named like Quakelak or something.
You guys have too many energy drinks. Like, I can still smell them and it's giving me a headache.
Takes the power of
There's been too
ultraviolet.
many energy drinks in this room. I can smell them. Giving me a headache.
If other people can apparently smell things, I can't.
I've never, like, smelled energy drink. That's strange.
Yeah, I don't smell it either. I think you're fucking crazy.
You smell Jewel.
I still smell Jewel in there.
What? Just.
Like, I've been around Jewel. Like, it smells like mint Jewel. My cousins Jewel a lot, I don't, but
It's not.
I think
every time you smell it, it goes
I
away.
didn't realize your cousins were the coolest people in the world.
They're fucking nerds. But like, no, I love them. They just make bad decisions. Yeah.
I hate her so much. Okay.
What?
We'll tell the story later.
Alright, yeah. Anyway, D&D. Yes.
Yeah. So Deucalion disappears into the bookshelves. If any of you want to make a history check, you can find out like who Deucalion is. Because it occurs to me that while Grant knows, Zay does not.
Fuck, I got a 5. I got a history. My guy's a fucking dumbass.
Did we both roll on that one?
I rolled a
don't think we
2,
can
and then I
roll.
outpusted
Yeah, you
by
are
5.
gone. So,
The one with the plus 2.
yeah, just
I'll
old
ask the
gremlin
project and
man.
assist you.
Before we get back to Zay's question, we will go to Aradia and Howler's journeys over there. The Thieves Guild is a closer destination than the palace, not by much, but we'll go there first just to kind of keep things organized in my mind.
Okay.
Howler, you enter from a out-of-the-way door in the, it's kind of set in the ground underneath some of the buildings along one of the streets, and you're pretty sure nobody saw you go down there, and even if they did, would anybody even question it?
I mean, I am a bird, so.
People go places in cities. It's what they do.
People go places.
That's a
Yeah.
you thing. I just stay in my house.
Haha, Kenny's. He do be going in that building though.
Damn, you looking kind of cute though.
He do be sketchy.
Them breadcrumbs looking kind of cute though.
Them appy slices, huh? Anyway,
Appy skins.
how was in this building?
Yeah. You enter this doorway into a series of underground tunnels that you know well enough to get to the headquarters of the Thieves Guild, which you've been to a couple of times. Not being an official part of the guild, you haven't been there a ton, and you do get some distrustful looks from the other people that you are
I shoot
Kind of.
right back.
passing there, and it's pretty much just another Tuesday here.
Yeah. Trust these idiots.
So
Is it officially a season?
you enter the main hall, if you can call it that, and Girana is standing on his pretty typical place. He was standing there dramatically last time you entered, and he's cleaning some blood off of his dagger. And he looks up as you enter, and he's like, Howler,
I'm sorry.
what brings you here today?
Does he know about because I've got my wings covered, and would he know about what happened to me?
Yes, because he was involved in that, if you remember. Or he sent Aradia to join you on that quest and organized for you to get into the enemy camp.
So of course he knows.
So, yeah, he is aware.
I had some questions about some things that I've just seen. It's not probably bad. I don't get worried.
Some things that you've seen, it's not probably bad.
Well, I'm going to.
You've seen some very strange things then, haven't you?
Well, yes. I actually think it might be kind of bad. I'm not really sure what to make of it.
And he kind of gestures for you to follow him out of the main area, and is like, do tell.
So,
In private, if you will. And you enter off in the back room that's just basically a study.
So I got charged with looking after one of the new idiots in the Adventurers Guild, just to test out their skills and see what happens. Weird
Sounds
fellow.
pretty standard.
Weird motherfucker, that one. But we were just sort of out south. We were out south, right? Or south of
Yes.
the east. Yeah, we were out south of Centaur, just fucking around over there, challenging some random monsters found in the fields and all that. We found this weird building.
And you start to see the recognition kind of he's made the connection, but he's really hoping you're not going to confirm it.
Yeah. We found this weird building with a bunch of, it wasn't magic, but it worked like magic. There was like windows with like other things, windows into different parts of the building, and we could see things in real time. There were strange moving rooms that went up and down. There were like tubes that it's not magic because it didn't have magic in it, but tubes that shot like really, really small rocks at that idiot that I was talking about before. He took substantial damage from them.
And what does all of this have to do with me?
Well,
Why have you
here's the
come
thing.
here and not gone to Rowan?
Do you know anyone named? Well, we already sent someone to talk to Rowan. Did you know anyone named Silgrave?
And he just like face blank, and he's like,
So you do.
I did.
What happened to her?
I don't talk about her very often.
Well, I have questions about her now, so I suppose not.
Where
very
did
often.
you learn that name?
She told it to me when I found her in a ravine with a bunch of kobolds before we went to that building.
You spoke recently to Sylvie.
What happened to her? I would like to know, because I think that would help me clear up some things.
She died
How?
in that bunker place we were after. Some fucking Rakshasa killed her, and there was nothing we could do.
Okay. Because I found her. I was with that Panzaran, I guess. I mean, changeling and stuff. I was with that one random idiot. We were walking around. We found her in a ravine with a bunch of kobolds. And she told us that she lost her adventuring party, so we followed her back to where she lost them. And she forgot everything about that building until we got very, very deep inside. And then we saw you and Maven Roan and Prince Weimar fighting a Rakshasa. And then
It's impossible.
she became part of that vision or something that we saw. And something about Project Dark Flame. And
That doesn't sound familiar.
alright, so that's new information. What happened afterwards? What did you do after you beat the rock? What were you fighting it for?
It was involved in something. I was never quite clear on the details of what was going on there, but he was impersonating a noble, and some people were getting hurt, and when we found out, we chased him, and he went in there, and
What happened?
he just kind of disappeared into there, like he was super familiar with the place. The security, as I'm sure you dealt with, was hard to crack, but it wasn't anything that Ron and I couldn't figure out. But he was just sitting there and waiting for us, and afterward, we were just dragging out our friends' bodies. Ron and I were the only ones still standing at the end. We got the bastard, but Weimar was half dead, and Silvery was beyond saving. She was our healer. And our whole group kind of fell apart after that. I never learned anything else about that place, and don't think about it often.
It's odd.
So it is.
So, demons or something. The Rakshasa, what, did it just like die? Did it disappear?
I mean, it died and kind of dissolved like all demons do.
Because something, I don't know if it's about the Festival of Masks, I feel like it might have been a bit too early for that to have affected it.
When was this?
About a week ago?
Yeah, it would have been about a week ago. may have been too early.
Something's going on with that building.
It is troubling. It
Yes.
may
There-
not just be the building, but
There are still unsolved mysteries there. We might have to talk to Rune about it. Get something more substantial to go down there and investigate.
yeah.
Did you ever find any, like, keyholes or, like, locked boxes or anything like that when you were there?
No, everything was opened by those weird little rectangle things.
That's odd.
Why do you ask?
We found boxes in there with keyholes, but we didn't have any keys to open them.
News to me.
Yes. No, that was a lie.
Oh, okay. I can't remember anything.
I'm not going to make you make a deception check because it's such a small deception in this entirely ridiculous tale, and he's very shaken.
We might be in touch in the future. I don't think... You don't know what Project Darkflame is. Do you know who Corman is?
No.
No. Okay.
Who's Corman?
A very special man. We wouldn't have made it through the dungeon without him.
Another one of your party members?
No. He was long gone when we got there.
Oh, you took a key card off the skeleton, didn't you?
I mean, we did do that. And I saw him. He gave me the password to the computer.
You saw him?
Yes. There was like a vision of him, and someone was talking to him about what the password for the big window box was. So, we found out how to get into the window box, and we discovered like weird vision portals to other places within the building. We could see like all over in all of the different rooms and stuff.
This is very puzzling. I know which room you're talking about. We never paid much mind there because we were just trying to get through the security of the place as quickly as possible. This is very troubling news that you
I'm
brought.
honestly surprised that you all didn't try to go back there and investigate it some more, just because it's so weird and out of the way. I feel like it would be right up the Adventure Fields alley.
No one ever went back because we would have been the ones to do it.
Well, we're going to have to go back, because that's going to cause some problems.
If that's your intent, good luck. Don't bring this up to me again.
Well,
Howard just leaves after that.
I have a question. My memory is terrible. What actually happened?
They found the key. You guys found the key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, did Silkery heal Weimar in what we saw?
I think
And then they
so.
dragged the Rakshaka away.
Silvery fucking dies. Weimar got fucked up real bad but didn't die.
That's what, like, Urana said, but I mean, like,
When you saw it,
Saw it.
everybody
I can't remember what happened.
made it out more or less unscathed.
Okay.
It's odd.
Yeah.
But wait, hold on, I still have more questions. I forgot that's what happened. I thought you were like,
Okay.
I thought you were retconning stuff.
No.
Okay.
No, the stories don't match up.
Oh, okay. Wait, what you said doesn't make sense. We didn't see Silvery die. We didn't see Weimar go down. Everyone made it out fine.
That's not how it happened.
That doesn't make any sense. Why was the building was showing us something then? That was on purpose. Okay, I'm going to talk to Ron about this.
Best you do that.
Don't follow me.
Why would I?
Well,
I know where to find you.
yeah. This is my fun mystery now. You already said you weren't going to be a part of it, so I'm going to
Yeah.
reap the spoils for this one. Thanks. And then Howard leaves.
Okay. Okay. So, You approach the castle, enter right through the front gate. Nobody questions you. You're well known enough around here that it's not strange and you are not out of place. It takes you a little while to find Weimar himself. He seems to have just come in from being out on the training yard, and he's kind of just putting his armor and shit away as you enter the room.
Where was that place again?
It's just a weird building. We don't know what
The
it's called.
bunker
Where-
was
South.
in the southeast of the kingdom. It's kind of, God, I need to make a new map for the second era. I hate using this one. You were kind of on a path between like here-ish and Centauri, and it was about here.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Hey, Weimar.
Hey, Radio, what's up?
You ever been to this really weird building in the southwest?
East.
Southeast. Like the outside's made all of one big rock, weird
Yep,
geometric
that
patterns.
one.
Yeah, that one. How'd you end up there?
Howler and some new kid found this lady Silgri. Do you heard the name?
Have I heard them? God, yes, I've heard them. How do you know
Well, she
about
was looking for her
Silbury?
party, and
When was this?
like a week ago. Stop interrupting me.
Something's not right.
Yeah, I understand that. Let me get the story. Hold on.
I need to sit down. And he like sets down his last piece of armor, pulls up a bench, and just sits. Like,
Are you ready?
I guess.
Great. Anyway, so this lady Suguri ended up with Howler and the new kid, and she wanted to find her party. So we ended up at that building that I said, and it doesn't really matter what happened in it until the end. We ended up in the middle of the building, some sort of vision with you and Roan and Girana. He still looks funny. Anyway, you, Roan, and Girana, and she suddenly became a part of this vision, like just faded out of existence essentially. And you were chasing down and fighting this guy who at first was noble and then turned into Rakshaka. Sounds familiar? I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is all history, and you shouldn't know about it.
Well, in the vision, you took a pretty bad hit, but
That's not right.
no, I think he did.
It did happen.
Take a hit.
I mean,
but
that's
either way-
Silbury healed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Silbury healed you, and you. I think Roan ended up knocking the guy out with a dagger when he tried to run. And then you guys dragged him off for questioning. Is that what actually happened?
Not at all.
Okay. You guys didn't have to put a spell or something on the building, did ya?
Oh, we didn't. To be honest, I don't remember a lot about leaving there. But
Yeah, neither did she.
I still don't understand how you even talked to her. I don't remember it happening, but I remember kind of coming back to my senses here after getting back, and everybody was telling me that she had died. And the whole thing's total blur to me now, but
Do you remember what led up to it? You guys were chasing him. Something must have been the catalyst.
went in there and it was a fight like any other, and Silbury went down, and then a few minutes later I went down. It felt like minutes, it was probably honestly seconds. I don't know what happened after that. Couldn't get Roan or Yorana to tell me.
Did you get any information out of the guy?
We didn't question him. far as I know, they killed him right then and there. Dragged what was left of us out.
You know where her body's supposed to be?
And we buried her. You can check with the Pantheon, but I wasn't there. I was still bedridden.
That's odd.
It is. It's, very troubling.
You remember anything weird about the building?
I mean, aside from everything, the whole place was fucked. I don't even know how Maven and Gira figured out how to get through all of that. It's so alien. Shut up.
I'm sorry, I haven't said anything in a while. I was like, wait.
Well, there's really only one other thing. We found this little silver key. You know what it's to?
And I've never seen that before in my life. Did you find it there?
Yeah, it was. There's this mound of junk that we found a bunch of stuff in. I think.
The key was in the lab area under
Oh,
some of
okay.
the, like, papers and shit.
It was in that lab that we saw the vision in.
Well, if it was there when we were there, we didn't see it.
Well, I don't think I've ever run into this.
I certainly haven't.
You said the Pantheon would have her body?
They wouldn't know where she was interred. She was a cleric.
Well, I guess that's where I'm going next. Thanks.
You're welcome. And you just leave him sitting there. And he's just like,
Hey, don't beat yourself up. I'm sure it's fine. We talked to her and she was real enough to heal our wounds, so.
it doesn't change the fact that you seem to have seen a ghost.
Well, sitting around's not gonna do anything. And then I leave.
You're right. And he like stands up and
She's
just
right.
stands for a while.
You wanna come with?
No, I have things to worry about here.
Alright.
Tend to. You know, the whole place is still a mess after the whole Northern Rebellion thing.
Oh, that's true.
Thanks for dropping in, I guess. Hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll let you
Let me
know.
know. And he leaves the room through a different door. So, you are back in the guild, back in the guild hall
Yes.
with Roan, and how are you going to approach this discussion? Deucalion has just shuffled back into the bookshelves, got people kind of standing around. Aiden and Elliot are around somewhere in the building.
Is Aiden a nerd?
Aiden is the nerdiest nerd.
He's what I call the fucking dork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a jock?
No.
Aiden is the shadow leader of the guild.
He
Wait,
runs
I
a
forgot,
lot of
what's the
shit.
word of like the thing that we were like calling Damien? The dumb guy who's
Himbo?
yeah, he's not a himbo. I can't remember the word. Yeah, Ballas is yeah, he's not as dumb.
Wait, hold on, what's your in?
13.
Okay, you're not a himbo.
I'm not a himbo. He's very average intelligence.
Contrary to what you might believe, Panzar's not a himbo either.
Okay.
He's fucking smarter than all of you, I guarantee it.
My guy is very pretty though. He has 20 charisma.
I mean, that doesn't mean he's pretty.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I just give you the what's it like the
Smolder.
no yeah the smallest then it's like the something steel like the blue steel. You know? And I just you're like, oh god, I'll tell you everything.
So, I'm going... So everyone's still here, correct?
Yeah.
Put your feet on the table.
It's my side of the table.
Get your feet down, you fucker.
Fine, it's not on the table.
I said down, not off the table. That's fucking fine. I don't care.
I couldn't keep it there.
Yes, we have all Anyways,
Oh my.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, don't you just suckle on your
Never
burrito?
found anything
I'm sorry.
It's very possible that people eat on
in
this.
the southeast part of the states.
Now that you might know.
Southeast. I've seen a lot of odd things now that you ask. But yeah. Yeah, I did. It was a
Well, if I've come around tomorrow, it's an ED.
weird place.
I believe Croc.
Really sharp angled building.
Croc.
Croc. Ooh, I blocked a lot of that out of my memory. Fascinating.
He's good looking.
Why do you ask?
He's a good looking idiot.
A few more questions. Do you mind telling me what happened there?
It's a very long story. To make it short, I went into this building with some of my party members, and only two of us walked out. One was being half drugged. He was not well. And Silvery died. Still miss her. That's the short of it.
Howler and Lucian, they ran into Silvery, talked to her. She led the two of us to that building.
Two questions. Who the fuck is Lewiston?
She's a taller, frightened woman, very much sort of tries to be like a mother towards others.
Okay, I've never met her. Moving on. Talked to Silvery.
Yes.
Did you meet a ghost? Or
She seemed fairly corporeal. She was able to heal our wounds perfectly fine.
There's something very strange going on there.
Yes, especially since in the vision we saw, everyone walked out perfectly unharmed.
That's not how it went.
Not in my
So
If you know the
You
extent
saw
of
a
the universe,
vision,
Just watch all these action.
Disney made him non.
and
They bought up the rights.
so you saw all of us,
Yes.
and
Well,
Silvery sort of went from us, she dazed out and melded into this vision.
do you think this was a effect of the location, or do we need to be looking into something bigger here?
Ma?
Can I make some sort of like
I think I forgot to ask about not playing.
belated arcana check? See if I think that was magic.
Yeah, you can think back and
Oh yeah. +6, baby. Well, that's a 7.
But it's in that one with a critical fail.
Only on attack rolls.
Okay.
so you don't find anything in your like memories to indicate one way or the other. So
Yeah.
whatever
It's hard
you're
to decipher Dead Tree's memories sometimes. Translating from Draconic can take more brain power than I'm willing to output.
I love that explanation. That's excellent.
I don't know what
I mean, he got kicked the shit out of us, so I don't think if Garrett doesn't
Do you
know
know
shit,
anything
then
about
why not about
Dark
him?
Flame?
No? Doesn't sound familiar.
What about a key? We found a silver key in that lab. Nothing else of interest, but
Wasn't a key there when we were there. I did check through there before we left. not well, but no, I didn't see anything like that. I did kind of look into the history of that place after I left. It never really took me anywhere. No one's quite sure who built that sort of thing. There have been a couple other instances of that like, similar architecture. None of them seem to be nearly as extensive or complete as that one. And no one writes about it. The Bards College might have something more. I never got that far into the research because it just kind of reminded me.
I think we need to research further and maybe check out these other locations.
Possibly.
Because clearly something is happening.
You know, there are some people from the Bards College who run the, you heard about the newspaper? They're like really just trying to get off the ground over on the other side of town. But they might be able to put a word in to the Bards College in Thaden.
I was about to ask if they were who I thought they were.
Hmm.
I thought that the people running the newspaper would be those guys.
Sorry, I need some context.
Gun guy.
Oh, no. Gun guy and building boy. No.
Those are their
They
names.
are kind of hanging around the guild now. You see them every so often, but you don't know who they are. They're just more faces in the room.
Would Howler think to have asked them?
I mean, maybe. I think Howard knows they're there. They might check with them just because, like, I mean, they did say things about guns, and I think they briefly explained, at least one did.
Yeah.
Gunboy briefly explained what guns were, and that sounds like the things that Howard
Yeah, and also,
except shittier, because they were talking about, like, rifles and not, like,
Yeah.
the big shooty pew boys.
Pew Pew Boys. Define Pew Pew Boy.
Bullet go fast.
A rifle's bullet will go pretty fast.
Does that a rifle one of the like fastest?
I mean, it's usually pretty accurate because its barrel is really long.
It depends on what kind of rifle, too.
I mean, like, relative to like the year they're in time to make, they are usually relatively more accurate than these ones
Yeah.
than their contemporaries. Like Revolutionary era handguns suck ding-a-ling.
Yeah. Guns are weird.
Guns are strange.
I have no regrets about introducing the concept to this world.
Were they there in the Third Era at all?
No. Third Era's Dark Ages, though.
Get Howler a Glock 2K19.
How common are guns?
Not at all. Nobody knows what the fuck a gun is except these two weirdos.
I mean,
can
gunpowder is not like a
elaborate,
magical thing. It wouldn't be
No.
that hard to like understand.
but I can elaborate on the story behind them after we
Yes.
wrap up the game here, just because, yeah, it's a long story. But, yeah. What else were you going to ask?
Nothing.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
It'll stay still.
So
Still
she's
stay
like-
under it.
That is very strange. We need to look into that some. Where is it? And,
Gosh, you're like my brother.
have you seen Aradia at all? She was going to that region as well.
Yes, she accompanied us.
I am a little brother.
She went off to
That probably explains it.
Weimar, I believe.
Okay.
Howler
Cool.
went
You
to
really
ask
gotta feel
Deer
good.
Hunter.
Poke me straight in the eye. My eyes are already bad.
They're gonna take that well. Anyway, yeah, when they get back, we can to arrange something, I guess, but yeah, this is strange. It's worth looking into. If I, anyway, did any of you guys need anything else while you're here, or? And she's like looking at Valus and Castus now.
I mean, I don't have much else to do besides just like wait for the ring to get back, and after that I'll probably try to join up a party to quest some more. Cool. Yeah.
You gonna mention joining up with a party?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot.
But who's the leader of the
Roan.
Roan?
Yeah.
Does Roan know I'm an Azamar? Because there aren't any keys unless I have my wings out. Would that be information that would be important for the leader to know? Because I am
People keep secrets from her frequently.
So she's not like one of those like all-knowing guild leaders.
She doesn't seem to be, but she also does seem to know a lot more than she's been told.
Okay. And all my party members would know, like my old ones would have known, but they're dead.
So if you don't want her to know, you've never told her and she won't.
How long about do you think I would have been in the guild for before I left for the 2 years?
Probably at least a couple good months.
If it's only a couple months and there hadn't been anything big that it would have been important for her to know, I probably wouldn't.
So she doesn't know as far as you know.
No. Yeah, as far as I know.
She is a rogue inquisitive, so it's.
She might have heard about it.
It's not like she is my guild leader, so it wouldn't be like devastating.
It wouldn't
to me.
offend you if she knew, but
It's
she
not
might
like-
know.
It's not like
I'm not
you're actively hiding.
Yeah, I'm not intentionally hiding it
Still.
from her, but yeah,
It
it's like
hasn't come up.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like I have a question.
Mhm.
This is I know some DMs do this. If I use my angelic powers too much, there aren't going to be any annoying demon shit, right?
No.
Okay, because some DMs if you use your shit too much, demons there might be an angel there. I'm gonna go use this blood.
I don't think so.
All right. Sometimes that's a thing I've had to deal with. It's not terrible, but yeah.
I don't think so.
Alright.
They might pick on you specifically if you get in a fight with demons.
But yeah, it's not
But
like
they aren't gonna come out of nowhere and hunt you down because you smell like an angel.
Yeah.
Or whatever. No.
they're not gonna be like, time to investigate.
No.
Maybe a rumor. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Because sometimes it's kind of fun to do it sometimes, but it's like, Okay, anyway, yeah. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the old leader's name.
That's okay.
That's the plan.
ROAN.
R-O-A-N. Roan. Yeah, I'll just mention to Roan that I would like to, after all my business, actually, yeah, I'd like to just after all my business with the ring is done, I would like to join a new party
Okay.
as quick as possible.
She's like, yeah, we could totally arrange that. There are actually a bunch of people around these days who are probably at about your skill level. You could definitely. I've been thinking about implementing some sort of team thing to designate a team for shorter outings. It's something I haven't explored all the way, but yeah, we can organize that.
Alright, sweet. Do you have anyone talk to you specifically, or do you want me to wait for you to sort that shit out?
I'll just get back to you in a bit when I figure out how I'm going to do that.
Alright, cool, thanks. Do you know what about I'll get my ring back?
Kelly, a few days. A few days might mean literally this evening or in 2 weeks when he remembers it again. I'll try to keep him on topic.
Yeah, if I see him, I'll make sure he remembers.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Welcome.
See ya.
Sorry, you've never met Deucalion, have you?
No, I haven't.
He's, interesting, to say the least.
What kind of interesting? The fun, quirky kind, or the,
You remember any of the old stories about, our great King Leander? And you would. He's
Yeah.
the mythic hero of,
Yeah, I think you mentioned
Yeah.
it to me.
she's like, he's quite literally Duke Callion, as in Leander's advisor, Duke Callion.
Oh!
Yeah.
How? And why?
He was in some sort of like pocket realm for, a century or two.
Just casual. That would infringe when you get to know,
He
like
has so much knowledge
2
of
years ago.
things in the past and just arcane arts in general. He's brought so much back to the world of creating things, but he's crazy.
So I understand you're trapped in a fucking pocket dimension for 200
Yeah.
years. That was crazy. Just walking back here for like 4 months.
Yeah. He's been around for about a year now. He's kind of gotten used to how the world works these
So
days.
does he like remember everything still?
Oh, yeah. He just gets very easily distracted sometimes. He's very excitable.
Well, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
I might speak with him for a little bit later, if I can.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He's around. He likes to hang out in here.
Is he pretty approachable?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
He just gets very excited to share things with people. So if you ask him questions, he will answer them.
I enjoy learning, so yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks.
You're welcome. She kind of like looks around to make sure no one else needs anything right this instant and turns and leaves.
Alright, yeah, I'll just kind of stay
So,
chill.
unless there's anything else any of you want to do before you kind of meet back up.
I was gonna go to the Pantheon and just be like, hey, where's this lady buried?
That's right. You pop into the Pantheon on your way back because it's between the guild hall and the palace. And you find someone and you ask, and it's just some acolyte kid who probably hasn't been here too long, but they're like, the name does sound familiar. I did just sweep the crypts the other night. I can check again if you'd like, but I'm pretty sure she's buried in our crypts here.
Cool. That's pretty painless. Thanks.
You're welcome. Blessings be upon you.
Thank you, kind sir.
I think I also realized that since what we saw wasn't the same thing as what they think, then Girana's gonna be pretty shaken up, so I'm gonna be like, maybe I can con some good rewards out of him. And go to the museum. Oh my god. You don't have to do anything with that now.
Okay.
But we might start the next session with me demanding to get my money from the Girana.
We'll make a note of that.
And I'm definitely gonna go and be like, Girana, where's my money?
Okay. Anything else? Cool. It gets to be pretty solidly late in the evening. This is a all-day endeavor to cross town and find what you need and check in on things. The two of you both arrive within about 10 minutes of each other back to the guild hall. The three of you are all kind of just hanging out in the tap room area. It's pretty chill. A few more people have shown up, as they tend to in the evenings, but yeah. You all now have knowledge you didn't have before.
Yay.
Is there anything that you need to say to each other before we wrap up for the evening?
All of us are there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got some mysteries on our hands, boys.
Am I also there?
I
Yeah,
thought you were going to speak to your friends.
you're just kind of hanging out because you didn't know anybody else, and suddenly you've got at least two sort of familiar faces that you've spent the afternoon with.
Hi.
I'm going to walk in and be like, who are they?
Well, you remember Castus because you picked her up the day before, but
Who's he?
I'm Ballas. I'm part of the guild. I just got back from class. I'm trying to figure out people to join, but I don't need to do that right away. I'm sorting things out right now with Rome. Yeah. Who are you?
A radio. That's all he's getting.
That's fair. That's all I ask.
So we either saw a ghost or something happened in Girana, Rhone, and Weimar are very confused about what happened that day.
Yeah, I mean, stories don't match up. Kirana really didn't want to talk about it.
Oh, I know.
Rome was very helpful.
I figured out where she's supposed to be buried. I'm gonna see if she's there.
That would be something interesting to look into.
Did any of you find anything about that key?
No.
Dark Flame? Which is totally I was asking.
I did find that Rome says she looked through that room before she left and did not notice the key.
Something is going on with that building.
She also said that while smaller, there are similar structures spread around.
Maybe we should ask Aiden about time man with magic.
Yeah, I was going to check with those two weirdos.
I mean, we do have...
that.
Well, there were these two weirdos that talked about those shitty pokey sticks that they had in the dungeon. They shot Kaz at really good, and I really appreciated it.
Maybe they'll have
So
PTSD
stupid.
and we can get some out of that.
Quit speaker.
I'm
Oh, it's a
sorry.
secret.
Such a
So are we.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big pain, but at least he did get attacked by the rods. So that
That
was
was
fun.
pretty funny. Yes.
I'm just gonna be sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm just ignoring.
Yeah, basically, just like how it actually is right now. You guys are just talking, and I'm just like,
it makes your interactions more authentic.
Alright, I'm done. I don't need this. What? Are you speaking English? Okay.
I think I just said open door.
So is there anything else anybody wants to like put out there before we wrap up today?
I'm really disappointed.
I don't know.
Okay,
I had an idea.
that's where we end the session.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
You learned fucking nothing. No one knows shit.